And without his starting point guard. And back in the starting lineup. Bella Allery wins the tip. Ty Harris quickly up ahead. Samuelson.
Number 8 spot. We've been talking about that 8 spot for weeks because Washington has made a run. And they have played really well as Ty Harris knocks down a mid-range jumper.
Rookie from South Carolina gets Dallas on the board. Umbawale, the leading scorer in the league this year, off the mark. And here comes Jasmine Jones with a burst of speed.
Highest in terms of being inside the bubble and giving great energy to the rest of her teammates.
Long rebound, back to Harris today in New York's loss.
And Sean, let me explain what I mean by that. Like the quality catch zone will be in Arike's scoring range. Away runner. She gets Leanna Odom in transition and can't defend that.
I thought you were going to say you got to pick her up at half court because anything inside of that is her scoring range. As we see it in the league, especially once Sabrina Ionescu went down in the 3rd game of the season. Jones looking inside, has her pass deflected. After the steal, Mabry in the lane and finishes through contact.
Yeah, that's a great
defensively by Dallas.
Good job matching up in transition, Sean.
Zowie B with a nice fake. Maintain your composure. Nothing we can really do now after a loss to Chicago late the other night.
See, Leanna Odom actually has some junk defense. They're not afraid of a box of 1 or a triangle of 2. They'll try to mix it up on Arike just because he says she can get 40 in her sleep.
Second chance bucket goes for Odom. And now full court pressure. The rookie comes up with the steal, finds Nurse, and gets the roll.
Odom picking up Arike early. See, Leanna Odom's going to have to run off a lot of screens against Arike. A big time block shot by Bella Allery. Watch, good screen and roll in the middle 3rd of the floor. Megan Gustafson, the lefty, ready to catch and score. Arike so good at drawing 2. Team and the rookies that she's playing with. She's had to take a lot of those.
Umbawale on the break, weaving through the defense. And now free to put New York on top. Trying to stay alive in the final game of the regular season.
Develop. You see your defensive rebound and get in transition. And there's that miscommunication when you have players that haven't played together in a while.
Harris feeds Allery, and the rookie
can in front because she's so explosive with the basketball.
Already 1 Antonelli Award. Will she garner 2 or maybe?
A good reminder by the coaching staff.
Mabry short, got her own miss back. Tries it again, you bet. Now, is that your best shooter this season?
Actually, Marina got some votes, but she didn't win the best.
Overseas, so when the time comes, you're ready to prove yourself.
Now Jocelyn Willoughby will have an opportunity on Arike, and see, she draws so much attention.
As Marina Mabry and Jasmine Jones each are assessed technicals.
After the shot clock, shots next year.
Out the 12-point lead, Mabry again! Marina Mabry has caught fire. LA steps back and can continue the strong second quarter. Odom ahead of the pack. Late in the second quarter. Umbawale's pass taken away by Zowie B. And these 7 or 8 a night. Harris has her shot blocked. Jones feeds ahead. What a nice pass to the scope.
In certain areas.
Samuelson too strong. Odom finishes.
Not allowed to do so. But here's the thing, Sean, as this game goes on, right, New York keeps this thing competitive. Then the shot-making ability for Dallas becomes more under.
Stokes hesitates, but not rewarded with the basket. Zowie B whips it in. Odom gets another one.
Shot. Everything else has been a layup for Odom.
Harris nearly intercepts instead, and Zowie B. Samuelson can't connect. Rebound to Allery and a second chance.
Good job setting up Marina Mabry. Smart.
And a good point you make is Stokes catches. Nice cuts. Odom another layup. Is New York saying that, yeah, our shooting is a sign of things to come for the Liberty? Jones, Odom ahead of the pack, and
she has done a good job right here with a nice back cut off the glass. Her shot selection and her points have all been on the right side of the basket because they've been layups. 5 of her 7 made baskets. She's got 14 first half points for New York. Offensive shot selection for New York, and a big reason why they're in this game.
Going inside again, Jones can't finish. Odom whacks it away. Gumbawale now 0 for 5. As Odom powers it up and in.
Well, this is a problem for Dallas if they're getting wide open shots and they're not knocking them down.
Jones continues.
The wider this game stays, the more pressure there becomes for Dallas to make shots. Because New York's made 3 out of the first 3.
York's back into the game. And another short shot.
Yeah, every shot is short right now for Dallas. They got to get their legs into it.
Mabry high with that last made one.
Look at the great spacing by New York. No one in the paint, 5 out, like something like that.
Still 2 points for Gumbawale. And napping going back.
There's no excuse on a made free throw to give up a layup on the other end.
Okay.
Hey, this is New York's advantage. Their post players getting up and down. Enrique finally, as you mentioned, Sean, hasn't scored since the end of the first quarter. And I bet 144 players, about half of them just rolled their eyes like, yeah, right. Jazz Jones with a lot of confidence. And again, transition defense for Dallas, they are not.
And see how your team stacked up against the rest of the league.
And Satu Savali, one of the best rookies in the WNBA, is in the concussion protocol. Those are 2.
So much young talent on this Dallas roster. Trying to close the 2020 regular season with a win as Zowie B muscled.
Zowie B as Katie Lou Samuelson goes for this.
Set now for Zowie B and off the miss.
I mean, there's not any New York Liberty player in the air.
Dallas needs a win to stay alive for the number 8 seed. Great players on the floor and develop their games.
Well, keep in mind, he's young. This is his first head coaching experience. He started as
the youngest head coach in the WNBA, liking his game's performance. Nurse no foul.
There's time right here for Dallas. They have got to get a little bit tougher in running through their sets and getting to their actions a little bit quicker. Or just
stay ready mentality has worked for her. Shook shot block.
Good cut.
Zowie B
get his team to get some movement, get some spacing. You see it's a 2-man game clear out for Enrique and Gustafson. And Megan Gustafson playing the most minutes that she's played in the WNBA. She's got 15 minutes in the game. She's got 8 points and a couple of rebounds. Good roll to the rim.
Harris Keaton. Mabry picks Zowie B's pocket. Outside to Harris. Allery pivot to the second.
Watch Bella Allery get weak side rebounding position. 2-handed rebound in traffic.
Jones puts it on the deck and has it stripped from Mabry. Nurse into the paint and is swatted back by him.
Go back and get it, Enrique.
They're eliminated, and right now it's the Liberty with all the momentum.
The best cutter for the Antonelli Awards, and thanks again to the committees for all their help. Offensive rebound in this half for Kayla Thornton.
Does Dallas have the legs to continue this run? And Odom. Harris on the mismatch. Puts it in. Nurse turns the corner and blows. Gumbawale into the lane, was bumped. And they count the basket.
Again, this is a great set. Brian Agler has gone to this late. They get some misdirection on the top of the floor, and then they get the clear.
To a win in overtime. Can she do it again in the final game of the regular season? Nurse, one more. Gumbawale, get one to go. Have to take care of business themselves first as Mabry all alone. Jones powers it in.
Watch the great screen up top by Enrique, who brought two defenders, and then Jasmine Jones all game with a little hook right there. That's all right. She gets.
Jones passed it by Harris, but it's still right back.
Now you got a foul. Oh, Stokes takes a shot. She didn't need to. Possession, so the shot clock gets reset. You didn't need to take that shot. Gives Dallas a chance. And an and one opportunity.
Get in. And we'll head to the line looking to give
here. So you don't call timeout on the last one. And this is the play right here. There's a change of possession. The shot clock changes. Kia Stokes doesn't need to take that shot. And Dallas gets the rebound and immediately calls timeout to set up this ATO. Sideline out of bounds as they advance the ball, and Enrique in the clutch.
No timeout for New York. Jones. The rebound by Thornton. Timeout. Jones won't go. Thornton the rebound, and Dallas comes back to win. Enrique Gumbawale's monster fourth quarter ends up being the difference